We love, baby. Hold up. I have to put y'all where? Where am I gonna put you? Maybe over here. Can I put the... I'm gonna figure out where to put y'all, I promise. Give me a second. Oh, don't fall. Oh! Hey, what's up, Jen? How are we doing? Hey, girl, hey. How is everyone? I'm about to let y'all know what we are getting into for this detox. And it was kind of a last minute thing. Otherwise, I would have come up here a long time ago. Hey, guys. Chow, you sad. I'm sure anybody looking at me is going to feel tired after like 5 minutes. Chow. I ain't got no, I was going to say I ain't got no makeup on. I ain't got makeup on half of the time I'm talking to y'all for real. But I think my spiritual, emotional, and mental tired just has manifested physically at this point. And I feel like I'm not going to get deep, right? But if we say that we're tired as much as we are genuinely tired, physically tired, eventually it's gonna show, you know? We are what we say we are, right? So we gotta be a little delulu. And it's very hard to be physically tired and say, I have all the energy in the world, right? Of course. However, when I'm in the right state of mind, when I'm not too physically tired to remember that, I'll say, like, God, give me some more energy. I'll just give myself all of these like energizing affirmations, right? And sometimes I get like a little chill feeling like I'm talking myself up. And all of a sudden I get a little bit of energy. So just something to think about. But besides feeling pretty fatigued at the moment, I'm okay. I'm okay. I had I'm just gonna tell y'all like it is for real, okay? Let me tell y'all tea. Monday morning, I feel, you know, when on SpongeBob when they be cussing and they insert the little that sound. If I could, there would be a lot of that right now, because how I feel, YouTube will kick me off, okay? Maybe for good. So I'm gonna try to bring it down here. But listen, Monday morning had to be one of the worst days I've had in my life. Okay? No exaggeration. Child, not trying to be funny at all. I'm just trying to get across how truly low I was that day. I did not have, and when I say this, don't take it literally like, oh my God, she needs help. Yes, we all need help, right? But I didn't have much will to live that day, okay? I was not suicidal by any means. I was not planning anything, nothing like that. Don't run with it. Put it back. Put it back. I was just feeling very low, okay? And a lot of us, especially here on social media, we don't, unless it comes to a point where we need the reassurance from everyone around us to like validate how truly bad we're feeling and finally accept help. That's the only time that we really talk about the struggles that we go through, right? But and I'm getting chills right now, so I know what I'm saying is meant to be said. I'm getting a hold of my little spiritual gifts, okay? I'm getting it. Thank you. Listen, on Monday, I was at work. I did not care. Like, you know how they be showing like on cartoons, like the little assembly lines, and like they just have a straight face and they're just, like whatever their job is. That's how I felt. And I don't do a job like that, right? But the whole day, I don't care about anyone that I'm supposed to be helping. I don't care about their stories. I don't care about like the typical empathetic me that I am was not present. I needed to stay home in my bed that day, and I really should have. And that's me also gauging when I need to um take a self-care personal day, right? But Capricorning said go get the money. Life lesson. Listen, when I was at work, I had a moment where I had to go to the bathroom. I sat in that stall and I bawled. I bawled and I tried to do it quietly. I was trying to be so ugly silent with my tears so nobody asked me what was wrong, right? Because it would have been blubbery. It would have been, oh, I gotta go. Like, nobody would have been able to stay for that. Now, I thought that helped, right? I went back to my office, sat down, started getting back into my work. And it was like one thing after another, just compounding. And I promise y'all, I'm going to get to my point. I'm getting better with that, right? We here for the detox, I understand. But this is part of why the detox is so important to me and why I'm doing it, okay? I made it through the entire day, 9 hours that day. I left work like a robot. It was like after every task that I did, I had to put my down and cry. I had to hang up the phone and cry. I had to eat my lunch and cry while eating. It made my food salty. Okay? And I just to let y'all know, I wasn't on my cycle. Okay? Not that cycle. I don't know what cycle that was. But in the midst of that chaos and that emotional storm, I was letting go of so much I didn't even realize. By getting through that day, and let me finish the last part. When I left work, I got in my car and I hit one of these. And I just stared into, because mind you, it's still nighttime by like 3 p.m., right? So it's dark. Nobody can see me crying in the rain in my car. So I just stayed there. And I'm the first one, baby. I'm a burn my car and not wait for it to get warm before I peel out. I waited for like 18 minutes. I was like the last person in the parking lot, just trying to come back to myself with everything I could. I screamed. I'm not one to get upset and punch like items or like, I wanted to beat up my car, but what did she do to me? Nothing but get me from A to B. Why would I ever? And in that moment, something told me like, it's not okay. And I said this out loud multiple times. I was like, it's not okay, but it's gonna be. It's not okay, but it's gonna be. And something about repeating that, I don't know if it was like a mantra, I don't know what it was doing for my spirit, but that was the most, I'm sorry, I'm probably like spitting everywhere. That was the most self-soothing I feel like I've ever done as an adult in my entire life. Ever. And it was not comfortable, right? That's such a hard lesson that we have to learn as adults, especially when we were codependent, when we grew up seeing codependency around us, right? So I just wanted to mention that, right? One, it's okay not to be okay. But two, I have been dealing with, and I'm finally going to talk about this because I want to get onto the subject of the detox. I might come back to it later in the live. But I have been dealing with extreme hormonal issues for, I'm going to say, since December. maybe late November, and even a year before that, but it got bad when I lost a child recently. And that's no means for anybody to feel bad, sad, whatever. I'm coping with it emotionally, right? It was not planned. It was actually very much the opposite. Um, and I won't say that it was a relief by any means. It was kind of like a whirlwind of, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening at age 30. I am pregnant at 30. My life is not where it's supposed to be, right? Supposed to be, even though it is. And after having to go through the process of like, what is it called? Like a DNC, because I stressed myself out more than I ever have in my life. And I won't say I caused it, right? Because as women, we're never supposed to believe that we had anything to do with miscarriage and anything like that. But I know I was more stressed than I've ever been, right? And I'm gonna read your comments in a minute, guys. But afterward, right, I went through that whole procedure on, I want to say January 3rd or 4th, something like that. I had the thought, the idea of, okay, well, at least now that I know what has happened and what I have to do, at least I can go back to living my life as normal, right? I can go back to the gym. I can start eating healthy again. I cannot feel sick every morning. I'm not going to throw up. But it lasted. And I'm still going through it. I'm still going through it. And now is when I'm starting to feel emotional. Not about the pregnancy itself, but just kind of going back in my mind and remembering every single day that I've had since then. It's been so hard. So hard for me to cope with this. Mentally, because of the physical. I'm finally getting to a space where my body kind of feels normal again. I have my strength, I have my energy back, but my hormones, guys, my metabolic issues have come back, i.e., like insulin issues, thyroid problems. And I won't say all of this is caused by that. It could have been underlying, but it's like it decided to jump out all right now. And after going through something like that, your body is in shock, right? And your cortisol, your stress hormones are way up there. So as to why I probably look more wired and tired at the same time most of the time when I'm up here talking on lives now. One, I work full time, overtime. And that hasn't been my lifestyle as an adult at all. And I'm not in, I'm working a job, right? Not my chosen career. But I'm also building a brand on the side. I'm also pouring into me on the side. I'm also working on school on the side. So I have so much going on. But aside from that, my stress levels physically are way up there. So at work, I feel the constant need to eat when I get anxious. I feel and I'm again getting I started going in. I said I was going to talk about the rest later, but listen, we're going to get to the detox in less than 2 minutes, promise. So I'm saying all of this to say I'm not, and I swear I'm not going to swear. I'm not going to do that. I swear on my own life. That's big, right? That I'm not going through this shit for no reason. I will not. I will not. Like every single person who's ever wrote me a message, sent me a DM, an email, a physical letter to my P.O. box back in the day and told me, Summer, I've tried everything. Please help me. I cannot lose weight. I was in the space back then that believed you're just lazy, right? You don't have all these issues you think you have. Your body will let you lose weight. And this is true, right? But being in a space where your mind tricks you to believe that that's not possible, or being in a place where your body is so chronically sick, or you're experiencing diabetes and extreme insulin resistance and all of these other chronic illnesses that make us sick and hold on to weight and gain weight and depression and anxiety and all of the things. I did not have that moment in my life until now. And like I said, I will not go through this for no reason other than to say I got through it. This is going to be a testimony? Yes, of course. The testimony is what brings your tribe to you. But my testimony is just going to serve as, again, I don't want to say a gateway, but a hand to the people that I'm really meant to help in this life. And I swear, I trust that. If I've lost anything else in life right now, I've gained a lot of faith. And I know that God is sending the people my way that need me like I need them. Okay? There we go. That's my spiel into the detox. I wanted to kind of drop mic on that note, but we got stuff to talk about. So, yes, that. But now this detox for March came to my attention the night before last. And my friend, let me catch this before it falls. It's gonna stay there. And she said, my friend told me, I'm gonna go on a 90-day detox. And I'm like, sure you are. Okay. Yeah, okay. Right? Well, have fun with that. And then I started thinking about it and I'm like, no, I need that. My life needs that. The trajectory of where I need to go needs that detox. So here is what I'm doing, beginning now. I don't know that I'm going to do it a full 90 days. I pray that I can do it longer. I pray that it can become my lifestyle if it is a sustainable, healthy thing for me to do. One, I am eating every day from 12 noon to 3 p.m. only. I won't say I can eat whatever I want or however much of what I want during that time, but that is the window that I will eat my food. And that sounds crazy to a lot of people, right? But imagine everything that you eat sporadically throughout the day, you still have. You just eat it all in one short time. I'm not telling you to make yourself sick. I'm not telling you to do this at all, by the way. I'm telling you what I'm doing. But when I talk to normal people that eat normal, like at work and stuff, they're like, are you sure? That would make me sick and just energy. Ugh. Right? So, oh no. They're here. But not badly. Once y'all start tripping in my comments, I'm out for real. I can't do it with y'all. I need a moderator still. But anyway, so I'm gonna try to be quick with this part because usually like 20 to 30 minutes is I'm finding out here in these on these lives. That's how long I have before people start tripping in the comments and all the bots come to play. I'm like, and if y'all are not bots, because they be quick to be like, I'm not a bot, then why are you so damn annoying? Then why are you sitting here on my live saying stupid things and not going to get money? I don't know if that makes sense to anybody else, but anyway, like, you really doing ugly things being broke right now. So, with that being said, eating at, I guess, what is that, 12 to a 3 hour window? Um, I'll say 4 just in case, like, my time is off a little bit. But, so basically that's doing an eating, intermittent fasting eating window. That's considered a 420 or a 20. I think it's a 420. But yeah, that I'm gonna drink at least two liters of water per day, because the whole a gallon of water per day thing, to me, if you can comfortably drink that much water per day, by all means, do you, baby. Especially if you work out and you're taking in caffeine, then you need to be having more water. And I won't speak on how much water any particular person needs, but for me, 2 liters is the sweet spot that makes me feel very hydrated and good. And while I'm talking about that, I feel dehydrated right now. So I need to get my water up, and I have my bottle over here that I'm going to sip before I go to sleep. On top of what I mentioned earlier with my stress, metabolic issues, all of that, my lymphatic system is not draining well. That's why I don't know if I look this way to other people. I know myself well enough to know I'm very puffy. I'm very inflamed a lot of the time. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And see, I was supposed to be at my nail table doing my nails, child. I'm going to have to do this in the morning. But I'm going to prep them now. It's fill time. I got a ball to go to tomorrow. Now, drinking water, spending an hour per day with God. What does that mean exactly? Whoever your God is, whatever you worship, if it's a good thing, right? I'm not going to go into anybody's religious practices, right? Whether that be meditating, whether that be scripting, spending time with yourself. And when I say spending time with God, I truly mean the God in me, right? The God that is in me. Like, I feel like it should be self-explanatory, but anyway, obviously that's not a physical detox, but if you look at meditation, hey, yeah, it is. Sorry. It is. And I'm not ever gonna switch up on this channel or who I am or who I've been to come off holier than thou. I think that, y'all, I still don't know a Bible verse while I be talking a lot. When I say the God in me, I mean that. Your own relationship with God or whatever you believe in is all for you, right? On top of that, I'm going to be making sure I take my multivitamin every day. I'm currently waiting for an order of sea moss gel to get here, so I can also be taking that consistently. I have black seed oil. I also have liquid chlorophyll, which I have gone back and forth with myself on taking. I may add some drops of chlorophyll into my water. But because of the copper, either copper or magnesium, one of or both make you tired. And when I'm drinking chlorophyll consistently, it makes me tired. So I'm on the fence. But basically, herbs, any type of supplements that is going to add to my physical energy, my health overall, and removing what is not. So I definitely plan on staying continuously on a meal plan. I make my meals for the week every Sunday night. And then I have my meal preps at work. When I said my eating window is from 12 to 4, those are the hours that I'm pretty much like free to eat when I want to at work. Um, and then as far as the weekends, I was going to say I can kind of eat how I want to or when I want to on the weekend, but no, because then I'm going to go back to work on Monday and be thrown off and untrained. And it's time for discipline. One thing that I find so attractive, and I had a conversation with a friend. I know I'm all off topic. I'll get back. I'll come back. Um, but I had a conversation with a friend, and she was like, Summer, I gotta tell you something. Like, your taste kind of. I'm like, listen, I know. No, honestly, um, the person that I am, this could be me being delirious or delulu, but I look for something deeper than physicality, because at one point we're not gonna have all that, right? And I'm not really thinking that far ahead, to be honest. But um, the things that I have found in the relationships that I've been in and the people that I've dealt with, it's weird because a lot of the people that I like play date, right? They be fine, but I'd be like, I don't want you long term because I'm gonna have to deal with all that. Maybe that's toxic. Anyway, back to what I was saying before. Um, I'm trying to think if there's anything else on the detox. I'm not doing anything specifically that you can't do um, any other time. I just thought that this was a great time to start. I do have an announcement. Um, I've been saying forever, I'm coming back to my channel. I'm coming back. But actually, on Sunday, and for you guys who are here right now, I want you to remember this, and please, please, please help me out. On Sunday night, I'm going to drop my first vlog, which is just pretty much like a day in the life of me vlog, just to kind of get back out there. I'm not expecting it to do amazing numbers, right? But I want to be serious, and I want to let people know when I say I'm not letting anything get in the way of me in this channel anymore. Whether I'm up here talking to y'all like this, or I'm like full face deep in the middle of a party, which is not my lifestyle, but whatever. I want to take y'all along for the ride. And especially when I have intimate conversations with y'all like this, even though it's just me talking and you listening, it feels like a therapy session for me. So thank you. Send me my invoice, okay? But there's a lot that I want to say that I'm not quite ready to yet, as to what I've actually experienced in my life over the past 3 years, I could say. Because I know, and again, I feel chills when I said it, I know a lot of what I've gone through and am actively going through right now. Once I'm on the other side, looking back at this time in my life, I'm going to understand why I had to go through it, why it was worth it, and how important it was, right? Because it's been a lot of why me moments, like, just take me out. Like, I can't do this moments. And then when I come back to myself and I realized how strong I am, I was not excited to be one of God's strongest warriors. I opted for the Bali, Thailand, and Greece crew, right? Was not trying to fight. And I'm over here in battle. So anyway, once I get through this, I'll be like the leader of a tribe or something, right? And speaking of, this is a very, very personal invite. And I want you to get your, I was going to say your pens and paper. What generation is this? No. Get your typey fingers ready, right? If you happen to be in North Carolina, if you're watching this at any point, and you are a woman, because as of now, we're doing women-only sessions, and maybe we'll integrate and change that one day. But we are holding, a good friend of mine and I are facilitating a women's healing group. We meet typically once a month, sometimes twice, on the new moon and full moon. It's kind of spiritually based, but it's a very supportive community for active healing. And I know that sounds kind of vague if you don't understand what I'm saying, but if you go and show up and do the work, it's going to show up in your life. So if that interests you, and I don't want to give like exact addresses and places and stuff, but if that interests you and you are in North Carolina, I want you to reach out to me on Instagram, because I was going to say to my email, but I don't want to get no craziness to my email, and I don't be trusting these lives, like I said. So my Instagram, if you don't already know, let me put it here in the chat. Can I do that? Can I chat in the chat? What? I can't chat in the chat. Can somebody type my Instagram up here for me, please? Is at vibe with red, 2Ds _. And if you are in North Carolina and you could use some healing in your life, lady, I would love to connect with you and invite you into one of our sessions. Because it's very small, it's very intimate right now. We haven't released it to the public yet. At most, it's usually 10 to 12 girls. Most sessions have not even been that many. But it's going to grow. I have so much faith in that. It's wild. I know it's going to grow. And I want to make sure that I'm reaching the right women. We may do an event. We may do like an expo eventually, where we have like a retreat style type of thing. But as of right now, like I said, we're in the founding days of this group. So again, and last time, if you are in North Carolina, you're a woman, and you are in the healing chapter of your life and you're ready to do the inner work, reach out to your girl, okay? Otherwise, guys, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Your girl is about to get hydrated and go to bed. So grateful. And I want to say I'm very grateful to make it home today. I don't work far. A lot of days consist of me going to the gym, coming back home, going to work, which is 5 minutes away, coming back home. But there was no guarantee that I was going to make it to any of those destinations today, let alone home. And I did again. So my challenge for you tonight before you go to sleep, anything that you may be taking for granted, there's so much, and this is, again, vague or generic, but you have so much to be grateful for. The phone in your hand, the TV in front of your face, and I could just go on to give you things to be grateful for in your life, and I don't even know you. But, yeah. With that being said, I hope that you guys have an amazing night, an amazing weekend. I'm not going to be up here on live this weekend, I already know, but I am going to be vlogging. And I'm super excited for tomorrow's event. So you guys will get to take that journey with me via vlog. Probably next Sunday, I'm going to try to upload my vlogs or whatever video I release on Sunday nights. I'm holding myself to that standard. I want y'all to hold me to it too. Like, come at my neck if you need to. Shoo. But yeah, so while we're talking and when I'm saying I'm about to go to bed, I'm actually gonna go work on the intro for this vlog, and so that I have it ready to drop on Sunday night. Okay, maybe Sunday morning. I think Sunday morning would be better. Eastern Standard Time, Pacific Standard Time, I don't know. Check for Monday morning. If y'all have if you don't, turn on your little bell notification things. I know I'm so professional, right? Y'all hit that little bell so that you get notifications from the gang or whatever they be saying, right? I'll get used to this again, I promise. But yeah, I'm really excited, guys. The vlog, again, was like a lifestyle, I guess, like day in my life type of vlog. Like, this is what I do now. And it was just a very normal day, but it felt very good to be back in that space of recording and getting to connect with y'all. Plus, I worked out crazy in that vlog. Okay, so I'm gonna stop talking about it. I'm gonna be about it, and I hope that you guys have a great night. Let me make sure there was no question. It's definitely time for a mental health break and recharge. Jennifer, I love you. I hope you find your wonderful wife, Tay. All right. I hope you guys have a great night. Okay. Bye.